Welcome to EIP Editing Office Hour 17. I have shared agenda in chat. We are joined by EIP editor Sam Wilson and a few authors with proposals to be discussed here. The first proposal up for discussion is to move the proposal into final status, and the PR number is 6901. So Sam, if you may, pull up your screen and we can look into the proposal.
Sure. So I already went through all of the to final ones before the call. So 6901 had a content change recently, so we'll have to restart the last call deadline on that one. And 4910, I'd like to review offline because it's really long.
All right, not a problem. So those were, okay, perfect. And you have already merged the rest of them, which were there. So we can quickly, okay, before we move ahead, 6901 author, Stephen, I believe you're fine with that. I don't know if you get a chance to take a look at the comment that Sam put just before the meeting.
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, I did it literally 1 minute ago. It's just traditionally, if you make large changes to the content, you have to restart the last call deadline.
Okay, but that last change was actually more days ago. Let me see.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I mean, the last commit probably was just about so some wording, but the actual interface, I think it changed like 10 days ago.
Okay, yeah, so I'll take another look at that. I'll add it to my to-do list. But yeah, we'll have to change the last call deadline a little bit, but maybe not the full 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that was 6454. 6454. All right. Cool. Did you have any other questions, or are we good with moving forward on that one?
No, I will just look for the last time the interface changed, because we're really looking forward to make it.
It's not just the interface, right? It's any substantial content changes.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, all substantial changes I think were done a few days ago.
Okay, yeah, so we can take a look at that. Yeah, okay.
Very well. So the next one, we are joined by author for PR 6806, which is in draft.
This one here. All right, did you have any specific questions about this one, or?
Combo, if you are talking, we are unable to hear, but if you have any specific question, please share with us.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. It's simple and useful, I think.
Account, another duration for which. Okay. All right, so. Okay. The current holder of the specified NFT and the length of time in seconds the NFT has been held by the current account. Okay. What is the contract owner an authorized account to specify whether a specific transfer should be ignored for the purposes of tracking? Okay, so this gives a lot of power to the owner of the the deployer of the NFT contract, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay, so. All right, so pretty standard feedback. This is more motivation because this paragraph here isn't describing like a choice you made in the standard itself. I think these are okay. Yeah, these can stay. Just this last paragraph should be in the motivation section. Okay, reference implementation. Good. Okay. Okay, so as a non-editor comment, more as a technical comment, functions that are generally only called by the deployer of a contract don't necessarily need to be standardized in an EIP. So this set holding whitelist address function, that's kind of like the mint and burn functions that OpenZeppelin provides. Like it's not something that needs to be standardized between implementations. The deployer is the only person who's going to be able to call it, so it doesn't really need to be part of the standard. And then whichever ERC 721 that's implementing 6806 can have their own way of setting these holding time whitelist addresses. Basically, it's just most people won't ever need to call this function. Only a very, very limited number of people will, and those are the people who are going to understand the contract in the first place. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we can calculate it.
yeah, and then that would be another good thing to put in your rationale is why you don't have a function. But it's up to you, right? Like it's okay. This seems okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's my only comment on this. Otherwise, it's pretty decent.
Okay, thank you, Sam.
Oh, no problem. All right, where are we off to next?
So the next one is the PR number 6956.
All right.
That's for draft as well. Yeah.
Thomas's request right now. Reviewing request.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I think this was a colleague of mine. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Thomas.
Oh, hey. Okay. Let's take a look.
It's a pretty long one.
All right. Let's see. So tell me a little bit about it. What is it?
Well, it's as the name suggests, we bind NFTs to assets, primarily physical assets. So there's this term phygital all around, and we quite often the physical assets are bound for a serial number or something in the metadata. And what we suggest here is we bind it directly on chain to the token ID, one-to-one, and inseparable over the whole lifetime of a physical object, basically. So you really can reflect physical objects on chain. And that is done, and that's a bit of a fancy thing, through an Oracle authorized transfer. So we sign an attestation off chain, which is then verified on chain.
Okay.
By a trusted Oracle.
So
there would be a drawing there, which makes it probably easier to understand.
okay, I will definitely take a look at that. Okay, so thanks for the overview. So first thing that jumps out is that there are several proposals that are linking various physical assets to things on chain. One of them, I think, was by Plasma and is specifically real estate. Have you talked with any authors of like similar proposals or?
To those, not, but we've talked a lot with authors from soul-bound tokens.
Okay.
Because essentially, technically, what we do is
Yeah, maybe I can jump in here. We even made an implementation with EIP. I'm Lucas, by the way, the other author here. We looked into soulbound tokens first because we were not sure which way we want to approach it. Sorry, whose birds are in the back? Yeah, we checked soulbound tokens first. And we made a first implementation on EIP 5484 with soulbounds, and then we figured that this is not covering the use case. We looked at, for example, those real estate EIPs you mentioned.
Yep.
It's also not the same use case because it's not a hard link between the asset and the token, actually.
Okay, yeah, that uses like a legal construct to link them, so this is a little bit different.
Yes, and this is a real hardware link. There are similar solutions, like, for example, the ERC 721A specifiers, they made an NFT, but this is an EOA. So then an EOA is the owner, and we don't build any form of chip or hardware or something like that into the physical asset, actually.
Okay.
We just have a passive marker.
Interesting. All right. Okay. So the first thing that jumps out here is you're using these capitalized terms. Are these just because they're special definitions, or?
Correct.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
definition session further down below.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is mostly just a formatting thing to match the style of the other proposals, but we normally use backticks to signify code. So if you wouldn't mind using perhaps bolded text or just something else to other than backticks for those, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
sure. No issue.
Okay. Asset band non-fungible tokens through oral classification of control over the asset. Okay. Physical object. Physical proof. Physical presence. Okay. Increase map. Okay. Good. Okay.
I'm afraid the whole proposal is a bit on the long side.
Yeah, that's okay. It's just the abstract is the only one we really put like a limit on the length.
Mhm. How much should we shorten it?
Usually it's at most 1 or 2 paragraphs. So like for example, like an asset example, a physical object is equipped with an anchor is probably fine. And then this blurb describing like the properties of an anchor, you can probably just move that into the specification section. You just need it to be like a really terse technical description of the proposal. Yeah. So
Yeah,
just
but
short.
it was in general quite difficult because there's a security relevant part of chain as well. It's not too big. But how to put that into an EIP was kind of borderline.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. If it's security related, there is a section at the end, obviously,
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to probably take this offline because there is a lot here to go through. No, it looks pretty good. I think you'll need to lowercase this. Okay. I mean, like quickly looking at it, this looks really good. It's just a little bit much to go through on the call. I will take a look at it offline. So this is 6956.
Yeah.
6956.
I mean, in the meantime, the pull request is now open for 2 weeks, I think. We worked a bit on the reference implementation, which probably might also have some interface changes. Would you prefer us to merge that before?
No, you can just make them right in the PR. It's totally
Okay,
fine.
because then we would also do that. But it requires then changing also description a bit too. But I can do that when we unify the wording and get rid of the backticks.
Yeah, so yeah, just kind of go ahead with your implementation and everything and just update your proposal. Like it should be fine. And obviously don't wait for the EIP to go to final before you start working on your project. This is kind of like a separate process that you'll be going through.
I will
Oh, don't
probably have
worry
the
about
first
that.
customer using it anyway in a couple of weeks. So waiting for final will not be an option.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'll get through that. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's taken 2 weeks so far.
Yeah, should we ping you as soon as all the changes emerge?
No, I have all pings turned off for the most part. Or else I'd be swamped with people asking me to review stuff. So I will. Yeah, it's on my to-do list. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, probably done by end of tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Cool.
All
So
right. Yeah, the
Thank
next
you.
one is PR 6888.
6888 math checking and EVM.
And we have been joined by Renan Souza.
Hi.
Hey, why didn't this get merged? Did it just get into a fight with a bot and what's going on? All checks have passed. Matt has requested changes. What were your changes, Matt?
So he was the first one to request changes, and I changed them right away. I don't think I don't know if he needs to, if he specifically needs to approve as he requested it, but was the first ones I changed.
Yeah, it's just Matt sometimes comments with the like hard request changes option, which means that other people can't override it.
Oh, makes sense.
That's all it is. Let me just make sure that all of his changes are okay. So you approved there, and then you requested changes later. So open Zeppelin, solidity, efficiency. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's done. And then did you have any other blocking changes, Matt? No? Okay. And this has been like a month, yeah. So I'm gonna just clear Matt's So I think that should be enough to get it to go. Yeah. Yep. So that's all that was.
Just a small hitch. Yeah. All right, the next one is a PR 6786, and we are joined by Artanin.
Yeah.
Hey.
This was hi. This was actually made by my colleague, but he's not here right now. So I think these were updated, as you can probably. It was just the
Pull request number. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
The
So that's. Did you have any specific questions, or just looking to get it reviewed?
Yeah, just looking to get it reviewed, and yeah, we're not very familiar with the whole process, so that's also why I'm here to
Okay.
see how these things work.
So the probably the most important thing for you to take away from this call is that this is very author driven. Every status change, like going from draft to review to last call, that's all on you to open a pull request to do that. So whenever you think you're ready to make that change, just go for it. And then, yeah, we aren't going to change your EIP for you except through comments on here.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I understand.
Yeah. So it's pay royalties for NFT. Let's keep track of the royalties amount paid. Okay, so first question. Did you look at 4910 when you were implementing this or writing this?
4910, I'm really
think it's-
sure. I have to just a second, because I have discussed with my colleague about this as well, but he actually had to move away from his apartment today, and he couldn't join.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I'm going to assume that I probably have commented on this. I have not. Okay. I'll just leave a comment to that effect on here. For ERC 4910. Just because we have quite a few like mandatory royalty payment EIPs that are out there, so I'd like to just point everybody to make sure everybody's aware of all the other ones that are out there. So there are many ways to. Okay, let's implement the interface. Okay. Pay royalties. Okay, and then this is on any NFT. So this will work for 721s and okay, maybe okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for all of them there. Sports interface, yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that's good. Function user payment. Okay, it's fine. Test cases. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We'll just reference that.
Perfect. Thank you.
And after we do this, I'll also, I'll also let him know about the other EIP, the 4910.
yeah, I put it on the discussion thread, so it should
Oh.
be there.
Yeah. So, but I think that sort of covers a different angle and things. But yeah,
Yeah, this
we'll
looks like
just review it.
So this is kind of like if they want to pay royalties, this tells you who to pay royalties to.
It's sort of well, I'm just gonna flat out say that we kind of want to link royalties to something else, like functionality, and then we want to keep track of who's paid royalties for the like
Okay.
identifiable transfers. And yeah, so we need to sort of keep track of that. Because just somebody going to the creator and paying those royalties isn't like trackable.
Makes sense. Yeah, yeah. At least this way you can that somebody has paid the royalties correctly or not. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And we've got this. Good.
Yeah, I think those were there just for the tests to work, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think. I'm not really sure, but we'll look into that because the other one has them as well. So I think that was part of the reason.
Okay. Deploy contracts. Okay. Then the tests. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it's just if every project includes all of their build system configuration files, like the repository grows super quickly. So we try to keep just like the core parts of like the reference implementation there. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay. So should we then would it be better for us to reference a different repo with the tests and like the whole thing working, or is
nope,
that not
just
necessary?
Yeah, just if you can get it down to just like your tests file and your contract itself, that would be the best, and just keep it in this repo.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you.
So there is another proposal, I think, by the same group is 6785.
Yeah, that's still us.
Okay. Cool. Utilities extension. So okay. Specification device. Oh, I completely missed the point of this. So this isn't a like utility functions to make interacting with an ERC 721 easier. This is defining a concept of a use of an ERC 721.
Yeah, something
okay.
like that.
Okay. Yeah, that would.
I'll also like update the description to be more helpful in that, in expressing that.
Okay, I appreciate it. And then, yeah, just my my reading comprehension. There's okay, must have okay. Utilities function, update utility, set utility URI, get utility URI. So who can set the utility URI? Is that
Yeah.
something?
So yeah, this was mainly for the creator of each NFT, because there are collections that have like multiple creators, like the storefront on OpenSea or other places. So basically, I think it would be related to there's an EIP about creator and royalty that gives you the creator address for each NFT. So I think that would be a possible source of identification, either this or the contract owner.
Okay, but so the
Whatever
idea
that
here
is,
is that
however that is expressed.
so somebody who is not the contract deployer might have the authority to call this function.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, then it makes sense to have it in the standard. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that can go on your discussion thread here.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah, it's not really a huge thing. That's why it's going over here and not as a comment on their PR. There. Okay, so good. History of changes to the UK. Pure or view, set utility. And it must be a minute, say it's called.
Oh, yeah, I see. Good point.
Must be called ERC 6785. Okay, it's a JSON schema. All right.
It basically just adds the set of utilities, like from line 97 downwards.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah.
There's one below.
Oh,
I think.
perfect. Oh, down there.
Yeah, it's line
Yeah, that's
150 something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think this one should also maybe be moved to motivation, some of it, as per your comments on the other one.
Yeah, some of it. Just because, yeah. So I'll just leave a comment here. Oh, you know what it is. I don't need to type it out again.
Yeah.
I every week I type out the same message. It's great. Okay, this standard is compatible. Okay, this is the method for okay. Test case is good. Yeah, so similar thing. I'm just gonna be less polite here. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, it's the test cases and the build stuff. It's also there because we kind of made them together. So
yeah, makes sense. Just go through this quickly here. Oh, that's a long one. All right. Okay. Good. CC. Oh, this needs to be CC 0-1.0. Okay. Okay, same thing. Good. All right.
awesome. And
Great,
then
yeah.
if we make all these changes, are we coming back 2 weeks from now?
You somebody should be along to review them, and if they aren't, you can definitely come back. But yeah, it should just happen on its own.
Okay, so in case the merge should happen by itself, like automatically, if there are no more changes requested after reviews.
So an editor has to approve it, so it'll either be me or Panda or Matt, or Light Client, I guess. But yeah, so when somebody approves it, it'll merge.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, before we move to the next one, there was this question in chat by author for the pull request in last call 6901. I suppose you have mentioned last call deadline as 30th of May, and he's checking if it can be 23rd or 27th.
I mean, the safest would probably be. I'm fine with the 27th. Yeah, if you just want to make that
Okay.
change. Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, so the next PR here is PR 6969, and we are joined by Zach Cole.
Hello, good morning.
You.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, so is this still being discussed, or is this good to go in here? Okay. I don't know why GitHub keeps the old annotations around. It's infuriating.
Yeah. Do you want me to go over it, or how, I'm sorry, I'm not super familiar with the process.
Did you have any questions that you wanted answered about it, or you're just waiting for somebody to merge it here?
Yeah, just trying to get it merged so I could, because right now Kevin Owaki's like he submitted the PR, so it's prohibitively difficult for me to like update the yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
so it will not merge unless this line changes to 6968.
okay, so that's all that's required.
I wouldn't say that's all, but that is the minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll need discussions too.
Oh, we have that as well.
It's just not in it.
It's just like Kevin is in a GitHub guy. I don't believe. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking. I don't know if he is or not. But we have the ETH magician. Yeah. So he responded in the comment, but he didn't update the document itself.
Yeah, so I
With a
cannot
link to
edit
the
it.
conversation. Yeah. I can't really either. I can submit a PR to his fork. But we do want to maintain 6969 adjacent EIP
Numbers, yeah.
numbering. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
if you submit a new one from your account, like another PR with 6968, I'll approve it. Like that'll be fine.
okay.
Just make a note of it in the description or as a comment on your own PR that it's okay because yeah,
Okay.
if Kevin's having trouble with Git, then we can work around it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's problems or just time constraints or what it is, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's just
that's
kind of
fine.
bottlenecking me. We have like a working group that's already working on it, and we want to update the specification and everything. And I don't really want to like get too bogged down in sniping a meme number. I'd rather kind of just get on with the show.
Yep, yeah, so just make another PR, exactly the same content, if you want exactly the same commit, and just put a comment on it that I said it was okay.
Okay. And so that means we can get 6968.
Yep, yeah, for sure. It's
All right.
just, yeah.
Sounds good. Cool. All right. Well, that's all I got.
Cool,
Unless you
it's
have
easy.
any other things you'd want me to add to this document.
Let's see. So
Got it.
obviously remove all that. Using protocol rules. So
Got it.
specification, gas tracking. Okay. Good. Yeah, yeah, so it's just the number and yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. So
All right.
where are we off to next?
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. The next one is a PR 6239, and we are joined by Jessica Chang.
Yeah, we're here.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not mine.
Oh. Is this the wrong one?
So this is by Jessica Chang, I guess. Is Jessica still on the call?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, she is there. Yep.
Okay, this is just me taking a long time to review this, isn't it?
Yes,
okay,
we're
RDF
discussing
triples.
the first call, and this time we would like to seek a merge if you don't have any more comments.
Okay. Actually, yeah. RDF triples to solvent tokens, metadata. Good. That's good. So I think the only thing that was left on this one was the definition of that struct, right? Basic, okay. So, okay, so who would be calling this? Is this the owner of the token or the deployer of the contract?
It will be the deployer of the contract.
Okay, so then I think a really easy way to resolve this RDF data kind of disagreement we've got going on here is to just remove it entirely. So So yeah, I think that makes it pretty simple. Just remove iSemantic SPT update from the standard entirely, and it'll be good to merge.
All right. Okay, so I just would like to ask, is there an option to just keep that?
The problem with it is it's not defined. Like, if there was a specific definition for this struct, like one exact RDF data struct, then it would be totally fine to keep in. But because this isn't defined by the specification, you can't implement this interface like completely, right? Like somebody can't copy this, paste it into Solidity, and then implement it. They have to also define this RDF data memory struct, or just RDF data struct. And if you can't, like, if you don't have a common definition of it, it isn't really a standard.
I see. All right, thanks.
All right, so we have one last for today, and that is PR number 6787.
6787 order book decks with two-phase withdrawal.
Yeah, and we are joined by Qi Zhang. Qi, if you have any specific question for this proposal, please do let us know.
Yeah, I think this is just another case of me not reviewing things that I've reviewed before.
Hello, I am Jessica. Also Jessica.
Hey.
Now
Hi,
I get the
Sam.
confusion.
Hi, Sam. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, and then let's look at your motivation. Okay, so it's like withdraw, prepare force withdraw, request ID, then commit force withdraw. Yeah, that makes sense. Force withdrawals. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any good examples. I think everything here seems pretty well just like pretty obvious, at least to me, why it's there. Okay. Okay, must trigger one. Yeah, so it's just that the content that you have in your rationale section is more motivation. But I also can't see anything that really needs to be explained. So I can't really help you there. Choose unique request
Okay.
ID. That can be used to submit the force withdrawal using the commit withdraw function. Okay. So used to initiate a force withdrawal of a certain amount of specified token. Yeah. All right. Otherwise, I think it looks good. Just that's it.
So yeah, Sam, I think we have covered pretty much all for whom we have author present here in the call, but there were a few other authors who left comment, but we didn't get to take it today. So yeah, whenever you get offline time to maybe take a look, there are 4 or 5 more PRs pending.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much,
much.
Sam.
Yeah, thanks for putting this together. I appreciate it. Talk to you all in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Sam.